Everyone. Can you all see me and hear me for this exciting live stream? Turning the music down a little bit. Who is here in the chat? I see Lisa is here. We have Yusuf. And where are you guys from? This stream is gonna be a fun one. It's gonna be a chill one, like most of my streams. It's not overly produced, it's just relaxed. We're gonna redesign a plugin, a Figma plugin that I am very excited about. We have Soyep in the chat. And Lisa is from Strasbourg in France. All right. Welcome, Lisa. How is the audio? How is the video? Is it good? So, yep. Yeah, he's from India. All right. Welcome, everybody. We're waiting a little bit more for a few more people to come in, and then we're going to start. I can already tell you a little bit about what we are gonna do. We are going to work on redesigning a plugin that I have fallen in love with lately. And that plugin is UiChemy. Yes. Have you guys already used UiChemy? Have you tried it? Okay, Yusuf is from Turkey, and we also have Mauricio from Wilmington, NC. Where is that? What country is that, sir? It sounds English. So maybe England or the USA. Who knows? But this plugin is very interesting because it basically promises to automatically convert your Figma design into an Elementor website by just changing some things or setting up some things, preparing some steps, and then there's a simply convert or copy button at the end. So you set up your global colors, your global typography. And I've tested this plugin live already in the past. So some of you should have already seen it in a previous one. Oh, Mauricio is from the USA, by the way. And Sagar is here, the founder of UiChemy. Very nice that you could make it, Sagar. Excited for this much needed design review for UiChemy from an expert product designer like you. Thank you, Sagar. For the people that don't know, Like I have actually been designing, helping companies in the background, mainly WordPress companies, improve their product design. Like I teach web design, but what I actually studied is not just web design; it's also app design and web design. So product design and web design. And web design is something I went into a lot more because when tools like Elementor came out, I could finally bring my ideas to life. So as a designer, back in the day, in 2005, or when did I go to school? I don't know, many years ago, when I was like 22, 23. So that's 10 years ago, okay? As a designer, you always had to work with a developer in order to build something, right? And then tools like Elementor came out, and that just opened this whole world of possibilities. Now I could finally build what I had in mind. And then, you know, I discovered like other add-ons like CrocoBlock, and you could build something pretty complex. You could just use WordPress as a background system, basically, as a content system, and then just do whatever you want with Elementor and CrocoBlock. But there was no real way to like build products. But now we have vibe coding. I don't know if you guys know, but I've been vibe coding a lot. I've been falling in love with Bolt, and that allows me to build apps. Basically, I've been building some stuff. It's been really cool and rewarding. I'm not gonna show that yet, but I have been building some cool stuff. But my point is, I could not really like build products before. So, but I use a lot of products, and I have this experience with app product design. So sometimes I help companies, and UiChemy was one of them. I met them on WordCamp events, and they were such a cool company. Small, I mean, not really small, but they have multiple products. So Sagari that you see in here, he is the founder. He actually leads the whole team behind that. That company is Posimif Innovations, right? Yeah, this is their company. And they don't only make UiChemy, they also are the creators of the Plus add-ons, Nexter theme, which I haven't tried. They have another plugin. So they have multiple products, and before this they were an agency. So they've basically built stuff that they wanted themselves, which is really cool. I think that's a really good place to start. But to make my story complete, when agencies move into product businesses, they can be really successful because they really have a deep understanding of what the users want, right? Because they're actually building websites with the tools. But product design is quite different from web design. With web design, you don't have to really think about the flow because most websites are the same, right? You have like the menu at the top and the footer, and there's some buttons, and that's it. There's not really a user flow. Of course, you have to figure out the pages, but there's not really a user flow. And so what sometimes happens is with these companies is that the web designers then become product designers. And then sometimes you get situations where the product just doesn't feel as polished as it can be. And I really like UiChemy, like I really like it. So I've been trying to convert some websites with it. So I've been playing around, I've been messing around with some designs and using the plugin. So how it works is you load this Figma plugin, which is what we're going to redesign in this one. Then you basically have to walk through a few steps, and then you click on convert, and then it completely converts this page into your Elementor website. I mean, that's the idea, right? But the steps that you need to walk through here they're quite obvious, but not everything is clear. And I also think the interface is designed in a way that's a little bit too small. Like it's not really designed as an app. And so what I want to do in this stream is I want to redesign this plugin together with you. And so I asked UiChemy, like, hey guys, can you give me the actual Figma file of your product so I can try to redesign it, make it better? Because if I want to use this tool, and also if I want to teach it on my channel in a real YouTube video, then I want it to be nice, right? So this is an interesting dynamic between YouTubers and companies. Sometimes the YouTubers can push a little bit, you know, and then the companies push back, and it's like it's this interesting dynamic that we have, because we also see a lot of products. Like, this is what I see in the WordPress world. Like, many companies, they get so focused on their own product that it's hard to zoom out. And this is just what happens when you spend so much time on one plugin. Then it's really hard to zoom out and be like, hey, wait, does this actually make sense, right? So that's why lots of companies hire external, like, I don't know, consultants or designers, and I'm not hired by them to do this, by the way. Like, I offered this myself to them, and they were like, yeah, that's actually a cool idea. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do in this stream. So I hope you are excited. Yeah, Sagar is here. We're here if you need anything. That's very good. Yes, but you need their theme, or did to change that? What do you mean their theme? Do you mean their file? Yeah, vibe coding is the future. Exactly, Jeremy. Yeah? And I also actually want to use AI tools. AI design tools. Well, actually, with vibe coding, you can also kind of like design. It's pretty cool. So what I want to do, I have a thought of a workflow, okay? Let me show you. And then we're going to take a look at the tools that we're going to use in this live stream. So I thought, how are we going to approach this, right? Because it's not super easy to do something like this. And it can, okay. How do I say this? It can really easily, two things can go wrong. Or it can become like, you can do way too much. Or I think the risk is that you're gonna like nitpick on all the small details and then forget about the big picture. So I thought about a way, a workflow. And so here are the steps, okay? This is the steps that I wanna walk through, and I wanna show you guys this. This is not just me like designing for UiChemy. I think you guys can also look how I work, and then hopefully adopt some of these things in your own workflows. And I know product design is different from web design, I just told you guys, but many of the things are also the same. Wait, where is the music? Where is the music? Let's put on some... Let's start relaxed today. Yeah, I'm gonna put on my relaxing list. How about that? That is nice. Okay, so the steps. First, I think it's important to identify which areas of the app should be improved. Then I want to write down some basic rules so that I don't get lost in the details. Right, so this is what we're gonna change for the buttons. This is about the typography, the spacing, etc. Then I want to reference AI, UI tools, the output of those. So then, for example, we can use a tool like Bolt, or the new, very cool, I don't know if you've seen it, I've already tested it, Google Stitch. Yeah. Google just released an UI designer with AI. Yeah, I already tested it. You can see one of my projects over here. I will open it. So what you're gonna see right now is a design that's completely generated by AI, a UI design, okay? Look at this. I did not create this design at all. It's created by the Google AI, and there's literally a copy to Figma button. And you can go to your Figma and paste this, and it's editable as a Figma thing. So it's really cool. So that's one I want to use. And also from the live stream from last week, where I actually made the calculator with you, together with you guys. That one I also used an AI tool. Remember that? Let me see which one it was. Oh yeah, it was UiChemy. So UiChemy, this one. So this is also an AI tool that you can use to generate interfaces. And here you can see my design. Let's generate your first design together. No, I already did that last week. Here, let me show you. It's really cool. Yeah, I know. I have used lots of my credits. So here you can see that this product created a UI design for the color palette tool I am building. And this one is actually very close to the one that I liked. And so I just gave this one to Bolt, and then it generated the whole thing. And so my plan is to also use these tools, these AI tools, to test and see what they come up with if I describe what UiChemy is. So we're gonna go back to Figma. I'm gonna write down what this app is in a prompt, okay? And then we're gonna feed that into these UI AI tools to see what they come up with. Not so that they can do all of our work, because that's not possible with the complexity of a plugin like this, but it can give us ideas on what things should have more attention or maybe less. So yeah, I think that's pretty cool. I have already prepared a few more things, by the way. I've added lots of comments on a lot of things, which I also want to walk through with you to show you how I think, where I think this design can improve. But let's go back to our workflow, the steps. So when we are done with that AI output, then we're gonna reference some apps. So I wanna look on some websites, if we have the time for this. Like I wanna look on some websites that also have a step-by-step workflow or a checklist, kind of like, because that's what this app is. It's a checklist you have to walk through. So remember, you have to walk through the steps before you convert. So it's a checklist, kind of like app. And then I want to redesign some of the things. So yeah, that's the workflow I want to do in this live stream. I hope you are excited. We're gonna try to do as much as possible without going too crazy. And I already did some preparation, as you can see. I already wrote down some things that I think that we can improve, so that we don't have to start from the beginning. Okay, so let's check whether everybody is ready, and then we're gonna start. Have you guys, by the way, already built some applications in AI tools? Have you already tried? I know lots of people don't like it. They're like, they have a little bit of a, how would I say it? They have some resistance towards AI tools because they think that the output is not good, or they are not comfortable with the idea that AI can do everything. But I believe that AI tools can be very beneficial if you keep the control. But if you already don't feel the control in your workflow, then yeah, you can be scared, basically. So I think that's what's going on. I don't know if everything is working. Let me do a quick check before I start. Oh, 1 second. All right, I think I am prepared now. We have everything. We have our AI tools. We have Figma. We have Bolt. And actually, maybe, can we do one more? I also want to try Lovable. Let's see what it comes up with. So I've been really wanting to test Lovable. So I have tested like a few different AI coding tools, Bolt and Cursor, but I have not tested Lovable, and I've heard it's really good for designers because it's visual, it's easy. So that's what I want to do. And since Claude 4 just launched like this week, yeah, there's so much going on in the AI world here. 23rd of May, like not even a week ago. This Claude 4 is now the best AI model, and that is actually in the background now running on Lovable. I don't know if Bolt has already upgraded to Claude 4, but Lovable has, and so this should give us a really quick output. And yeah, you can not only do websites with this, but also apps, from what I've heard. And it also generates an interface. So yeah, it's really cool. I just want to test a few of these AI tools. But first, of course, we need to write a prompt and we need to prepare, because the output of AI is only as good as the input. So I am going to switch to my Figma. Let's see. Let me quickly check. FutJ says, if you use the right LLM, so large language model, the output is very good. Yeah, Gemini 2.5 and Claude are better than most coders. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I don't know if they're better than most coders, but they're definitely faster. and AI is advancing so fast. Like I've seen tests where AI can now do like 80% of the difficult tasks that they give to it, and like 2-3 years ago it was only like 10 or 20%. It's insane, the speed in which things are going. So yeah, are you guys ready? Let's get started. I just want to show what a few of my comments are. So yeah, identifying areas to improve. So I already have my list in here, and I just want to show you how I look at products. Okay. So first, hierarchy, text, buttons, background. By the way, a lot of things that we're gonna walk over right now, I also teach in my design course, which is launching soon. It's small things, but it makes a huge impact. So let's focus on hierarchy first. Let me show you what I mean. So they have a few steps, okay, but when at some point you're gonna, let's see, which screen can we start with that's interesting? Yeah, for example, this one, okay? So this is a screen where you have to tag widgets, okay? So the plugin works by tagging widgets. So let's say you have let's see, some section that I didn't do. Maybe like this, okay? This is like a new subscribe call to action. So you have to tag widgets, okay? Widget tag. You have to like click on a layer, and then you have to say, I want to tag this one as, oh, I already did that. Yeah, I already converted this design. I think that's why this happens. Oh yeah, okay, this one for example, you have to click on it and then you have to say this is a heading, it's gonna be an H6, and then you save it. Okay, and then it says tag successfully added. And then if you would click on the eye over here, first you have to click on the section, you click on the eye, then it will show like, hey, this is a heading. Okay, so that's the screen I'm talking about. But now you have this. Okay, so design hierarchy means what is most important should be big, or like it helps the user to know where you are, right? And again, this is different in web design than it is in app design. In web design, you often want to make marketing text big because that's the thing you want to highlight, right? Maybe like a number or something. But in app design, you want people to know where they are. You want to make sure the flow is good. And so what we have, for example, here, let's just take a look at the sizes, okay? Here, the back button is 11. Then, what is this? Widget tags. That's the actual page title, okay? That's also only 11. First of all, 11 is very small. And then this one is 12. And that's already a problem because the difference between 11 and 12, the human eye is not able to see that difference. And so that's already like a problem. You have to step up with bigger steps if you want to like create a visual hierarchy. And then like this title is small, but it's the page title. It should give the user some indication of where you are. There's also no background. It's like middle aligned. And so these are already some small things that I see. Then you go over here, you see 12, then over here 10. So we also have 10. So on this page already we have 10, 11 and 12, which is super small difference. Let's look a little bit further here. We have 12 again, here 10, here 12. What is this one? 9. You see, we even have 9. This one looks quite big. Okay, that's 12 again. So that's already a thing with hierarchy that is pretty easy to fix. You should just define like what kind of elements do we have, and yeah, how many layers of functionality do we have, and then you should design it, you should size it accordingly. And you can also use bold, you can use color in order to make sure that some things look more important than others. So that's why I wrote down text hierarchy. Yeah, also in the background, you also see that. And in the buttons. So let's take a look at that. So what I mean is that this is fine, what we see right here, because there's a gray background and then the white boxes on top with a little border. They show that this is something you can interact with, right? And then these kinds of steps, they are like you're inside of the white box, right? You're opened. Then they have used gray boxes in that, which is the same color as the background, which is fine. I don't think that there's a problem with that. But like then on some pages, you have, they have a different approach. Yeah, look at this. That's not consistent. And you see that there's also this thing with the sizes here. So we have the same thing. Let's check. We have 11, a 12, 12. What is this one even? Oh, there's also 12. 12, 12, 12. So we only have 11 and 12 here. But are all these items as important? Right? Should this also be a 12? So that's an area that we can improve. And then for the buttons, sometimes the buttons are really small and sometimes they are really big. That's definitely something that I want to tackle as well. So let's take a look. Like, let's see. Where did I see these tiny buttons? It was just so hard to click on. Yeah, for example, this one. Here, fix all. This is 8. So now we found the smallest one, which is 8. So we're going from 8 all the way up to 12. And we have all of the numbers. So what I would recommend for a plugin like this is to just at least go up in steps of 2. but I would never go as low as 8. I would probably start at 12. Probably. I think that's possible with a plugin like this. For some screens, you just need to use up a little bit more space. But it's just a bit extreme that we have like a button that's 8 pixels in size here, right? And then we have in other screens we have huge save buttons like this, which are actually 14. Okay, so now we also found the 14. Oh, and in this button it's 16. So we have buttons with 14. We have 16. What else do we have? 16, okay. What is this size? 10, 8. Ooh, this also, okay, this one is also really small. You see, and the thing is, like with Figma plugins, you can use up more space. That's what I also realized. So this plugin is really small. So if you open the actual plugin, here you will see that it's like, it's the size, it's the width of a mobile phone, right? But there are many plugins which just take up a lot more space. So for example, a plugin that I like to use is Iconify. That's an icon library. This plugin, well, actually could be a little bit less wide because it's quite hard to scan with all of this information, with all of these icons. But like it is possible to use up a little bit more space. And what I saw is that in some screens, there's simply not enough space for all of the items to sit in. So you have situations like this. This is an actual screenshot that I took. You see? Like the breakpoints, they go outside. And so you have to use your trackpad in order to scroll to the right. So that's of course not ideal. So we need a little bit more space. And I think that's what the designer wanted to do that designed this app. It just wanted to squeeze everything into this mobile width, but some plugins just need a little bit more space. Some elements need a lot of space and some elements may not need a lot of space. Yeah, so consistency, that's really important. Make sure that the buttons have some kind of consistency. Not one button which is 8 and then we have 12 and then we have 14 and then 16. It's like, it's too much. And of course, not every button can have the same style, but you should always try to limit that. Oh, by the way, we also of course have buttons here at the top. Which size is that? Also 12, okay. Yeah. Then cognitive overload. This is a concept I have I've become more passionate about lately because I had a conversation with Anna, which is an accessibility expert, and she basically explained to me, or reminded me more like, that we in the modern world are very overwhelmed with lots of stuff. And so if your website or your app makes somebody think too much, then it just costs a little bit too much energy from the brain. And again, in the modern world, life is already overwhelming. And so anything you can do to reduce that cognitive overload without removing essential functionality is good in product design, but also in web design. Often designers, they add too much stuff, right? But that's not always necessary. So let's see if I can show you an example, because I think that will be interesting if we can somehow show an example of that. Wait. I think... Yeah, for example, this one. Okay, so this page, this is the page before you actually start tagging the whole thing, okay? And it has this one over here, select pages, but it's like half overlapping. So let me just open an actual website and then open the plugin. Oh no, that's the wrong plugin. This one. Here, select pages. But it's like half overlapping, so it almost looked like it's like a cool element. It's like a little bit of a weird place for a button, but this step is very important. You need to select more pages. You see what I mean? It almost looks like a styling element, but it's actually a working button. Okay, maybe I can find a better example because I don't know if that was the best example. Yeah, so let me turn on the comments. So, for example, the search over here. There are multiple bars over here. Okay, so we have these white bars, and the search is on top. So a search often, like if you don't know this plugin, you would first go to this page. It would feel a bit like it would probably, the user would probably think like, okay, it's gonna search something on this page. But this search is actually really related to the widget panel over here and not to these things over here. These are just settings for this page. So the search and this button, which is the button to change the columns, and the filter should all be somewhere over here. I don't know, can I find a better example? I'm trying to like, oh yeah, this one maybe. This one was also not clear for me. This one is interesting. Convert non-auto layout design to auto layout. So it says manual and auto, but manual actually converts your design automatically for you, which is a little bit confusing. And so once you start using the app, you will see all of these small things that are not a really big deal, but they can be improved. Here, for example, this one. Fix. What you need to do here in this layer, in this step, is you need to make sure that if you have icons, that you lock it, okay? Because, for example, so we have this, you have this logo here, okay? So this is like your site logo. And the plugin, if your logo is a vector, if you don't lock it, it will export these two things as a separate layer, because it exports everything as a separate layer. And so you should lock your logo if you don't want things to go wrong, or if you want to export the whole logo, you should just lock the whole thing, and then it will export it to an SVG or a PNG. I'm not exactly sure. So that it doesn't upload like 3 different things. That's not what you want, right? If you would export this by hand, then you would also export the logo as one thing. And so you need to help the plugin a little bit with these things. And that's what you do in this layer. But it's saying here fix. But like it's fixing from a developer point of view. For the user, it doesn't know. So this is like, it makes you think like, what am I supposed to fix here? It doesn't explain like why that is. There is a video here, but then you have to click on the video, right? So if it would just have one extra text line over here, yeah, then it would help. Like you need to lock things that you want to have exported as a combined thing, and then you can click this button to lock it or group it or whatever. That's really it's really important that you talk in a way that the user can understand and not from a developer point of view, right? Yeah, so let's just go back to my list. It's a little bit hard to explain, guys. I'm having a little bit of a struggle. I hope you guys are understanding what I'm trying to say. So let's quickly check the comments, because I hope it's getting a little bit clear. Sakar says, that's a great question. We are already starting to working on it. It will not be a rework. Okay. Wait, I think I'm a little bit late. Which feature were you talking about? So it's gonna be out with the final feature. Oh, he's talking to Fatje. He's asking, are you gonna need to rework the whole plugin? Yeah, of course. They probably need to rework the whole plugin. Yes, we're already in close touch with the Elementor team. Yeah, it's very cool. Very cool. Okay, so guys, are you seeing what I'm trying to do here? Maybe I'm just explaining too much. Maybe I should just throw things in the AI and move on. If that's the case, then please let me know in the chat, because it's a little bit hard to explain what I mean. But I'm just trying to show you how I would think. Okay, so for example, I think I have a good example. The first screen, okay? So let's say we want to convert this page, okay? Let me just, let me just click on this whole page. This is pretty well optimized with auto layouts. I'm just gonna load the plugin. The first thing that you see is optimize or express. This is the first thing that new users see. Optimize, it says for beginners. And then express, it says if your design is already optimized, you have been using UiChemy for a while, you just need to manage a few settings and import. Okay, but like, which options then? Because I asked their founder and he said, well, you still have to tag all the widgets. So is it then really that simple that you can just click on express and convert it right away? It says that it has been converted, but is it really that simple? Because you still have to tag the widgets. And so can we not get rid of this option at all? Like, this is what I'm talking about when I'm talking about cognitive load. You don't want to create any kind of confusion for the user, especially not in the first step. Yeah. So let's take, what am I gonna focus on? So here, what I mean is that if you click optimized, which is apparently for beginners, then you get all of these options to do it, to prepare. For example, you can set up your responsive manager. They have an option where they basically think for you, but they also have a custom option. So that allows you to customize everything, which is kind of like a pro thing, right? But actually I asked them, and this is actually made for beginners. So it feels like an option where you can change everything you want, which feels like advanced, but it's actually a beginner's option. So it's a little bit confusing, and I think it would be better if they simplified that a little bit, like maybe hide it, because now it feels like a step that you have to go through, even though recommended is probably fine. Okay. So let's go back to my steps. I think we have tackled most of the things right now. I talked about the sizes, the steps. Maybe we can remove some of the steps. And the size of the plugin window, I talked about that. So I think we have identified the areas to improve. And now we can move on to the next step, which is write down some basic new rules. Okay, let's see what Sagar is saying in the comments. That's a great observation of optimize versus express. I agree on your point on cognitive load. And updating it will help first time users to reduce the confusion. Yeah. So, yeah, I want to stick to my plan. Let's do that. Write down some basic new rules. So, the thing, I was already testing here a little bit. The thing that I think is most important for the hierarchy is that there is a consistency in the typography sizes and the way the backgrounds and the input fields are used. And a little bit more consistency in the buttons. Now it just feels like buttons are added everywhere where they needed a button without really thinking about what would be a nice way for the user to interact with it. And there's also some missing buttons. For example, the tagging widget. Yeah, let me just, can I do this? I think I can. That would be a bit weird if I would tag their own plugin. Yeah, I can. So if you would search for a widget, for example, you're trying to search for the form, there's no way to delete this one without using your keyboard. But why is there no X here, right? It's just, it should not be too hard to add that. Yeah, so yeah, what can I do? I think that the first thing is that the typography sizes should really be changed. Okay, so I want to suggest something different, which is 12, 14, 16, 18, and 20. Yeah, and then you have to choose one of these. I actually want to make it maybe even smaller. Can we do that? How big is 20 in a design like this? Maybe it's too much. Okay, let's just stick it to 4. Okay, I think that will be enough. So this one, that cannot be here anymore. This has to be at least 12. At least. This one as well. At least 12. See, that's not too bad. Oh, look at this. Yeah, look at this info icon. That is so teeny tiny small. There should also be a system for the icon sizes. I don't know if I can even change this. Can I? Yeah, but I'm messing up the icon. Oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh. You see that? There's enough space for this bar. The gray bar doesn't have to be this big. Like these are small things already. And I actually tried to redesign this first homepage, but before I realized that we might not even need this first step. Yeah. So for example, what you need to do actually in this step is select a frame. That's actually the first step. I mean, that will be a lot easier because in this first screen, the design is already trying to achieve two things: select an element and choose a mode. And then you also see your credits. And then it's also trying to tell you that you should choose one of these modes. But this convert option is actually where we are right now. And we also have the template option. So let me show you. If you open the plugin, you see these are actually tabs, but they don't look like tabs. They look like buttons. A tab looks different. It looks more like this, but it would be better if there would be an underline. Right? So that's why I think, I didn't do that in my redesign. But like, yeah, that's something that I would like to tackle. Let's just start simple. Let's make some progress. So I think just starting with selecting an element would be great. And then this whole step, optimize or express, can be removed. We can just add an extra button over here that says skip if you already have everything set up. So convert and skip. And then you can use the whole screen just for the selector of the screens. That's, I think, all you need. So we can basically start with a combination of this one and then this one. Okay, so I'm just gonna quickly make some quick changes to the flow, and then we're gonna feed that later into the AI and see what it comes up with. Oh, the time is going so fast. Okay, let's see some comments. Jeremiah says, you're doing just fine. The explanation is important because it helps us understand what to look for when reviewing the design. Okay, thank you, Jeremiah. Yeah, it's a little bit hard to understand how I'm thinking and then explaining at the same time. So thank you for the confirmation. That's really great to hear. Let's see what Sagar says. Those font sizes can be possible by increasing the window size of plugin, as you have shown in other plugins samples. Wait, what? Can you increase the size of the plugin? Okay. How then? I cannot do that. Or can I? I don't think I can. What do you mean, Sagar? I don't know if I can. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, write down some basic new rules. So we were working, stay focused, Reno. We were working on the font sizes. So we should minimize the amount of font sizes. Okay, minimize font sizes. Also minimize button styles and sizes for consistency. What else? Yeah, use backgrounds. Wait. Normally I would do this in another document, but I just want to keep everything for everyone to see. So new rules. Okay. Minimize. Consistent backgrounds. So not always knowing when to use white and when to use gray. Right? So for example, here we have the gray background with the white boxes. That always works for most apps. But then here it's all white, right? So why not do the same? Yeah, so the inversion of this, actually. That would make it a little bit easier to know which frame you can interact with and which one not. Minimize font size, consistent backgrounds. Yeah, minimize screens that we don't need, of course. And default wider plugin. Let's see what Sagar is saying. No, you cannot, but we will need to redesign it with bigger sizes. Yeah. Exactly. Okay, so these are the basic steps. And it's not just the font sizes, there's also the boldness of it. That's what I'm also a little bit like worried about with some of these screens. It's like you should use bold and like normal widths in a consistent way. and also grace. Like this is how you can create hierarchy, which is not the way it is right here. Yeah. Yeah. This is gonna be challenging. Oh my god, this is so challenging. Oh, I need to move now to AI. Otherwise, we're not gonna make progress. Okay. So we have at least we have some new rules. Okay. And now I'm just gonna describe the app, so we can make a kind of like prompt for the AIs. All right. So. Let's just try. Let's start with Chrome. And we're just gonna try to write a simple prompt. Well, it should not be super simple. Design and how would I say it? I don't know if it will understand Figma plugin. Converter plugin that allows users to convert a Figma design into a downloadable Elementor file. Yeah, I want to keep the language a little bit simpler. Otherwise, I'm scared that the AI will not understand it. Wait, the music is off. Turn it on again. Okay. The user has to walk through multiple steps in order to convert the design. Each step is one screen. Here are the steps. 1. Select a page or frame. 2. What are the steps? Let's go to Figma. Let's start writing down some steps over here. Right? So the steps. Select a page or frame. 2. Let's just walk through it. We don't need this step anymore. So then, oh yeah, this is also interesting. They have this screen, but this screen is trying to achieve 2 goals at the same time. So this screen has that lock feature that's where you need to lock vectors and like icons into one thing and logos. But it also has the convert option. And I think it would be a really great idea to separate those. And yes, then we are creating one extra step, but it needs to be, the user needs to understand what's happening. That's the most important. We're not just simplifying for the sake of simplifying. So, how would I say it? Like combine vector layers. Yeah, no. How would I say it? Like maybe now you can help a little bit, Sagar. That will be nice. Combine vector layers. Combine separate layers or group maybe. Group layers and frames into one thing so that they are seen as one by Figma for export. This is not a good description. Oh my god. Oh, this is so much harder than I imagined, guys. I am a little bit sorry to do this in a live. This is not so easy as just building a website. It's really hard, so I really hope you guys are enjoying it. Group layers and frames into one thing so that they are seen as one for the... Yeah, seen by one. I think that's it, by seen as one thing by Figma. So a list of, how would I say it? This is very hard. So a list of possible, how does the plugin even know? Possible frames that should be locked into one thing. This one is very hard to describe. Then a step, convert or transform your frame into auto layout. But I still don't know what the auto feature is. This option is for those who want our algorithm to optimize and convert the design directly. No manual adjustment or further work, including tagging are required. But isn't manual the thing that copies it automatically? Oh my god. Whew. Okay. Transform your frame into auto layout with the help of that feature. Yeah, this one you have to explain, Sagar, because it is a little bit hard. It's sure difficult to explain to I. Even I'm wondering how to write this down. Yeah, exactly. How do I write this down? Okay, you also don't know. Okay, I'm just gonna struggle. It's fine. Transform your frame into auto layout with the help of a convert feature. Yeah, but is it like, okay, what's the difference between the manual and the auto? In a carefully optimized way. Okay, so this one is carefully optimized way and then proceeding with our tagging feature. But here you have to do tagging yourself. Like, what? It's so hard. Like, can this not just be an option where the plugin asks you, like, hey, is your design already auto layout? And if not, then we can help you with this button. Okay, let's go to the next step. Okay, then of course the tagging. How would you describe this page? The widget tag page where users can select a widget from Figma and then just select a widget from the Elementor widget list, which they can then connect to a layer in Figma. Oh my god, the AI is gonna struggle with this because it's like impossible to explain. Oh my god. Wow. Yeah, this is all tagging. You have to go like in there. I think this screen is kind of fine. We just need a better hierarchy here. This is all widget tagging. And then, what is this step? This step is optional, isn't it? I think this step is optional. Because you can completely go ahead with the recommended feature. You don't have to customize all of these things. Because if you work in an organized way, yeah, maybe we can remove this step as a part of the essential pages. You see what I mean? Like if recommended is what you want people to use, you don't really, for most people are not going to use this, then why do we even need to like show that like so prominently here, right? Maybe it can be like a more custom option, because this feels like the steps you have to walk through, but it's not really true. Like compared to global styles, which is a lot more important because you have to connect your colors and your typography. The conversion settings are not important because Sagar had explained to me that this feature is more for people who have not really set up a system for their typography and spaces. So the system kind of like does it automatically, but wait, oh my god. Okay, so here in the plugin, let me give you an example. Here. Is it still connected? Oh no, wait, let's use the other website. No, this one. Optimize, and then yeah, let's do all pages, whatever. Global styling. So on this page, the typography page, you can link, or the global styling page, you can link your colors and your typography. That is really nice, but my typography, of course, has already style or sizes in them because I have set it up over here. So then, would it not make sense over here to have those features for typography to scale it down? Because all of the other things in here, wait, no, not the responsive manager. I want to use the auto feature anyways. I don't need all of these sizes. This is just for people who have not set up anything at all. Do you see what I mean? I'm not really sure if we need all of this. Maybe it can just be, yeah, maybe we can just remove this step and then just have a setting somewhere with custom responsive sizes. Oh, Oi, oi, oi. Just a helpful note. Go in your camera settings and lock the focus. Oh, Katarina, I'm sorry. I don't know how to, let me see if I can do that. It's like, it's like trying to focus, huh? Yeah, because it's dark. Blur. I don't know how to do that right now. I have to figure that out later. I will turn up the light a little bit. So it will probably try to zoom less. Is it a little bit annoying? I'm sorry. Yeah, so what, for me, for my workflow, it would be nice if I could already set up my clamp in here, because I am not gonna like go in the, wait, where is it? The responsive manager and mess around over here, because I have not used any of these things. So where I'm even gonna start, right? This one is quite confusing for me. So I personally, oh, this is the icon to to scroll. It looks like a new page. Oh my god. Okay, so this is quite confusing. Can we not just, yeah, I don't need all of this, right? Like I just need the fonts that I've used in my design, and then the minimum and the maximum. But the maximum they can already take from here, and then I just have to, it just has to read that, and then I just have to put in the minimum, and then it can create a clamp. Maybe that can be an option here, an optional option, where you just optionally set up the clamp over here. Yeah, interesting. Okay. There's also one thing which I want to change in this screen, which is the default column. In Elementor, as we know, the global styling is looks like this over here, and the global fonts look like this. So since this plugin is very close to Elementor, I think it would make a lot more sense if this screen right here would also by default show the list option and also not show double text. Yeah, so that it's a lot closer to what Elementor looks like. You want to feel here that you're just preparing things for Elementor. Right? Why is this double text in here as well? Because there's also a double edit icon. Do you see that? Wait, I cannot zoom in. I hope it's clear. But like there's a double edit icon. Does it open the same thing? Oh, wait, is this the title? Huh? Wait, what does that even mean? Is that the nah, that's also super, that's also unclear. What is the edit icon? The name? But what is this name then? And here we have this tiny info icon again. Oei, oei, oei. Okay, but sorry, we were writing a prompt. We were writing a prompt. Stay focused, Reno. Stay focused. Where are we? Over here. Okay, so now we having the widget. Yeah, we are done with the widget tag page. Okay, and then what? Responsive manager. I think we can skip that. Conversion settings. Did you also, by the way, see that the icon in here is an outline, but in the actual plugin, it's a solid icon. Also, these icons, they also really small. Oh, I would love to redesign all of it. I hope I have time. Okay. I'll just quickly go back. Conversion settings. Responsive manager. Okay, what are conversion settings? What does that even mean? So let's say I want to convert this one. Conversion settings. Yeah, okay. So these are just some last settings before you go, right? Or no? Global styles. Is this also not better as a last step? Is it not a lot more important? So what if we could make this step optional because we just choose the recommended one, but then we can make it optional if we want. And then this one is just the last step before we convert. Maybe that also doesn't have to be a step. Maybe it can just be a few boxes in here. That's interesting, huh? Okay, I really like this screen, global styles. I think that makes sense. Yeah, maybe that is something we can do. But to the AI, I will just give it as a separate screen. Okay, let's try. So the widget tag page, okay, sure. Then the global settings page where you, how do you say that? Prepare your color palette and typography sizes. And not only sizes, how do you say that? Styles. And the boxed container settings in a different order. I don't know, guys. I find this stuff fun, but it's really hard to explain. Okay. And then, yeah, some last settings, some final settings page with some simple switches for image export options, width settings, minimum words settings. Yeah, the coming soon is not available yet, so why would I turn it on, right? Yeah, I think that's it. That's how we can make it simpler. A lock. This description is not good. It is so hard because now I can also not drop this in ChatGPT because ChatGPT has absolutely zero idea what's going on here. Let's just try. I don't know if this is gonna work. I feel a little bit like disappointed with myself because it's so hard. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, it didn't use my numbers. No. Okay, sorry, let's switch to Chrome. Just need to make sure these screens, we have the different screens, the steps in here, final settings. Okay. Hey, Adrian, my friend, he's here. It's very difficult. It's so hard to do this live stream. It's the hardest one I've done so far. So if you enjoy watch me struggle, then please keep watching. Okay, let's see the prompt and let's see what the AI creates. Design a converter plugin that allows users to convert a Figma design into a downloadable Elementor file. The user has to walk through multiple steps in order to prepare the design for the conversion. Is that a word? Conversion. Each step is one screen. Here are the steps. Okay. Use a modern look with, yeah, that's fine. With blue as the main brand color, but keep the palette simple with white and gray. What else? Yeah, of course there are more screens actually. Like in the Figma file, there are more screens. So after you've done like all of the typography, etc., you have this converting screen with a copy button. So I think we should also include that. And then export method. Yeah, there's some custom export methods, but I want to keep it simple. I'm just gonna add one more page to the prompt, which is like 6. The final export or let's just call it download export page with the result where people can import the converted website into WordPress by simply clicking a button or copy it to their clipboard. Oh my god. I am so curious what's gonna happen. Okay, are you guys ready? Let's just do it. Let's see what it comes up with. You got this. Thanks, bro. Thanks, bro. And of course, we're gonna dump this same prompt in the other AI tool. Welcome back. Go to dashboard. Okay. I love it that it actually already shows you hi-fi UI design. Yeah, let's do that. Upgrade to standard. No, it's fine. New design file. Yes. Oh, you've reached the 1-page limit on the free plan. Upgrade to the standard plan for 5 pages. You can only create 1 page. Wait, is this 1 page? Yeah, that's a page. Oh, that's a little bit disappointing. Okay, I'm also gonna drop it in lovable and bold then. Oh my god, I am... Okay, wait, let's first see the... Ooh, let's first see the result of Stitch, and then let's see if we can make the prompt better with what we see right here, because the prompt is probably not so great. I'm just gonna paste it in here so we don't lose it. Okay, let's see. Okay, it has used green, even though I clearly said blue. What the F? That's a little bit weird. Time to spend some money. Yeah, maybe. But I first want to check out the other tools. We have some other options. Okay, so can I zoom in here? Oh, edit the theme. Oh, hey, we're here. We can like change the colors. So let's just do like a little bit rounded. Oh, that's how it works. So it just picks a color and then you can change the theme with the color itself. So we could grab the color, maybe. Yeah, it's already reloading. That's fine. Now, come on, Stitch. Why are you so slow? Why are you so slow, Twitch? Go to that page and add a prompt in UX Pilot. It will add one more section to that same page. What? Go to that page and add a prompt. One more section on that same page. Yeah, but then it's gonna mess up the... It's gonna mess up the thing, right? But I really like their tool. Maybe I can just buy it. I really like their tool. I just want to see. Okay, now it has converted it to something that looks blue. It's really slow. It is really slow though. Let's just try Lovable. I'm just gonna dump it in here. Let's see. Design a converter plugin. In, how would I say it? In portrait mode. Okay, let's see what Lovable is gonna, oh. Wait. Let me just quickly copy this. I just think I just have to log in. Let me just quickly do that. Sign in with Google, sure. Let me quickly log in. Just doing that in the background. Okay, where did you guys hear about us? YouTube, personal projects, content creator. What are you building with Lovable? Yeah, what am I building? Side projects, whatever. Thanks, okay. Can I now build something? Yeah, okay, now it's spinning up something. Let's go back to Stitch and let's see. Okay, so it has started. Uh-oh. Okay. Can we scroll? Okay. I see. Yeah, of course it doesn't understand a lot. But at least there are some interesting things here, okay? So the hierarchy is very good with these kinds of apps. It's always very good. So can I zoom in here? I can just click on it. Like, this is what I mean with the hierarchy. It's like really simple. This one is a little bit bigger. Then you have sections with a little bit more bold. Then you have white, and then it's like more gray. In this case, it's blue. But there's a little bit better of a hierarchy. But yeah, can we really use this? I don't know. Let's see what Bold comes up with, or Lovable. It's already like creating a whole wizard. Oh yeah, it's called a wizard. Oh, maybe this prompt is better. Let's see. 7 steps conversion wizard, modern card-based layout, interactive. Okay. Very interesting what it's gonna come up with. Do we still have the prompt here in bold? Yeah. in bold, you actually have a enhance prompt button. It will make your prompt better, but from my experience, it actually does a pretty, it's pretty extreme. It adds all kinds of things which you didn't ask for, which for this plugin is probably not going to work. So I'm going to try it, but it's probably not going to work because it's so complex to explain. But let's see. Yeah, see, it adds all kinds of stuff. Here, let me zoom in so you guys can see. Okay, let's read this prompt. Design a modern user-friendly Figma plugin interface to convert following these. Okay. Well, first of all, we can put in the color code now. The UiChemy color mode. White. Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Step by step. Page selection screen. Clean header with select page or frame. Yeah. Scrollable list of available pages or frames. Well, after. No, that's fine. Let's try. Next button at the bottom. Yeah. Layer organization screen. Group and lock. Yeah. Checklist of frames to be combined. Yeah. Oh, combined. That's a good word. Visual preview of the selected items. No, we don't need that for the lock layers. It just should be a list. Checklist. Lock, unlock toggles. Clear grouping indicators. Next and back navigation. No. Auto layout. Header. Convert to auto layout. List of convertible elements. One click conversion button. Progress indicator. No. It's fine. Navigation controls. No. We also don't need that. Like it should just have like a text. Text with explanation why this step is needed. Widget mapping. Actually, all of the steps I want that. I'm just gonna add it in here. Let's see what it comes up with. Widgets mapping. Okay, map, Elementor. Yeah, it's more like tagging, huh? Tag, Elementor widgets, searchable element widget library. Drag and drop interface for mapping. Yeah, it's not really drag and drop, in Figma. Visual connection indicators, layer widget pairing list. Navigation controls. Okay, container with controls. Yeah, it's more like the boxed container. Elementor box container with controls. Color palette selected with swatches. Yeah, color palette connector. How do you say that? Color palette. Connector with Figma color styles loaded in. Oh my god. Typography connector to Figma typography styles. Preset option. Preset option for font clamping to mobile. Let's try. Export configuration. Image quality toggle. Oh yeah, yeah. Minimum word count. Wait, how does it know that? Did I say that in my prompt? How does it know that? Download screen. Okay. Progress indicator showing 7 steps. Yeah, that would be great. Okay. Oh, I am very curious with this one. I think this prompt is better now. We're just gonna see. Let's check what Lovable has done in the meantime. Error. Already? Build unsuccessful. Come on. Yeah. They have groups. Okay, I'm getting a message from Sagar. He's saying they have in UX Pilot, they have groups in each page. So in one page you can try multiple prompts. Oh, okay, let's try. Let's try. Groups in multiple pages. Oh, group, I see. Yeah, let's delete some of the old ones because I don't need this one anymore. Delete forever. So look at this button, so small. Whoa, that's so small. See, many apps, they have these kind of weird things. Like how? How is this so small? Also, here, look at the controls. Like, first of all, it's way too small. Here, delete forever, sure. And then it says cancel and clear. But that should say delete because I'm trying to delete it, not clear this message. Here, can I zoom in? No. Can I zoom in? Yeah, here. Here, look how small this is, huh? Maybe because I'm zoomed in too much, but like it's not weird to look at the design like this. So this is really small and then it says clear, yeah. It's just like, it should just say delete. Okay, so let's make a new group because I think we have that big prompt right now. Where is the group? Mobile app. How does this work? Deep design. Move to page. Can I just generate a whole new thing? Okay, I'm just gonna drop the prompt in here from Bolt, and I'm gonna make sure it's mobile app, Flowbyte beta, hi-fi design, deep design. What is that? Generate more details, high quality. Takes 70 seconds. Sure, but you have 70 seconds. I can, or does it take more credits? Yeah, it does. Yeah, whatever. I just want to see what it comes up with. Generate. Okay, let's see. Let's see. In the meantime, let's go back. Ooh. Ooh. I like this. I can see the issue. Okay, look at that. There's 7 steps. That is nice, even though I don't know if we still have 7 steps. Select a page or frame. Yeah, that would be nice if you would have something like this. Let's see. Yeah, like in Figma, like in their plugin right now, it looks, the select page looks like this, or it's like in 3 places. First you have, no, in 2 places. You have this one, and once you select it, it looks like this, but you also have this page, which is a selector page. And I already came up with that idea to say like select an element or page instead of saying at the beginning no element selected. Like this is a clear example of developer thinking. Where it's like, yes, of course, it's true that no element is selected, but this is literally the first thing I see. So this text should be more important than this one, right? They should actually be the other way around. It should just say step 1, right? And that's that's why I like to use AI tools, because it gives an idea. I already had this idea, but like it's very simple. You have Figma to Elementor, there's 7 steps. This is the first step, right? And we can, here they use like, you know, select fields like this, which is probably not what we want, because we want like a custom, in the app you can also just select one section. But it could be cool if you already show the pages here and then also have an option, just a custom section. But okay, let's try to walk through this. Lock group layers. Yeah. Okay, so here in their app, it basically has a good feature in my opinion. And that is, let me show you in Figma. Here. Okay. With the lock. it has this feature, even though it's way too small and it's not really clear, but it is really important because you first have to use your eyes in order to see if it actually needs to be fixed, right? So here it just shows you which element it is. In this case, it's this image. And then you go over here and it's like, oh, it's the icon of Bitcoin. And in this case, it's not a problem because the Bitcoin is just one icon, but there's probably also icons that are multiple elements. Now, I already fixed it in this design, but many icons, like they consist of multiple elements, and then you just have to, yeah, here I already fixed it. But then you have to fix it. But then this one should say lock. So what I would do here is I would just make this icon bigger and just call it locate, lock, and I don't know, maybe the X. Here again is way too small, so yeah, that's how we can change that. But this is an interesting approach. It's using up a little bit more space, but at least it's like, it's big enough. Yeah, but this one's not so good, huh? Okay, this is nice. Why lock groups? This is very important for people that are new to the app. So this one should probably be on the top. And the bottom is also fine if it's like sticks, but this page is really big. Can we zoom out? No, it's gonna do weird things. Yeah, I like this. Okay, let's continue. Let's just select, like, for example, this one. Continue. Transform auto layout. Yeah. Auto convert available. Yeah, that makes sense. Auto convert available. Yeah, I don't know if this is better, but like this would be nice for the user to see, like, it's it basically says like, hey, we can help you to convert this design, instead of saying auto or manual, which is developer language again. So this is giving me some ideas. But we have two more tools. We have Bolt running in the background and UX Pilot. Uh-oh. 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 Something is wrong. Refresh. Okay. What went wrong there? Let's continue. I think we just have to add our... Okay, we have to fix it. It's gonna try to fix it. In the meantime, let's go to UX Pilot. Okay, it has generated the first page here. Same kind of idea. Select a main page. Oh, steps. This one is even nicer. Here, see? This is why we use AI, guys. We're just trying to get ideas. This, you see this top section? That is very simple. Compared to this one, it's like, it's okay, but it's really like, there's a lot going on here. Because the text are like, you know, you have to make the text really, really small. This is a smarter approach. And I think it says the same thing. Let's compare them next to each other. Oh, this one is gonna refresh. Here, let's try to go to the second. Does it have the same information? No, it's like, okay, this one already shows what's coming, which is kind of nice. Do you really need to know? I don't know, this one is a little bit cleaner. It's fine, right? I like a clean design like this. Okay. Let's also generate some other pages, because I think with this tool you have to say like, generate the other pages as well. Right? Create a new screen. Create a flow. Yeah, add a screen. Screen flows are available with standard plan up to 5 screens. Standard plan, okay. But with the other one, oh, we can only create one page with this one. Okay. That's all right. Let's change the music to something a little bit more energy. Because oh my god, the time is going so fast. Wow, I always have that with this AI stuff. The time is going so fast. Okay, let's check the comments for a little bit because I see some comments coming in. Yes, very clean. Yeah, which one do you like? Which one do you guys like? Fat J. Do you guys like the wait, we haven't even checked the bold one. We're also gonna check this one. Hey, from rainy Germany. Oh, I'm sorry, Bjorn. That looks good. Yeah, would have you would save space if the steps would be one on top. Lovable, giving nice points in terms of UX. Yes, exactly. Yes, even better. Agree. Navigation is much better in UX Pilot. Yeah. The UX one. Okay, you guys like the UX Pilot. What is strange because Lovable normally does a really good job. Yeah, but it's like the prompt is so hard, guys. It is incredibly hard. And wait. Did we use the old prompt in Lovable or the new one? Oh, no, we already used the new one. Or no? No, we didn't. Because in Bold, I had a better prompt, remember? So can we like... Okay, let's also check out... Let's also check out Bold. Because Bold is something different. Ooh, interesting. Very interesting. Responsive mode. Can we do it like this? iPhone Pixel 9. I want it left like... Okay, like this. Yeah, it looks like an app where you can scroll. Yeah, I don't know. That's fine. Okay, so it has this. I don't know, that's not the best... Is that even possible? It's kind of like, okay, at least it's using like clear navigation. I kind of like this as well. It's very interesting. I'm gonna start making some screenshots and putting it in Figma. Okay. How can we make a screenshot of this one? That's a little bit hard, huh? Uh-oh. That's not possible. Okay, we should just make 2 screenshots then. That's fine. Feature cards. Oh. Okay. Chrome, UX Pilot. Okay, I really like this navigation. It's really clean. I am very impressed with this company. I really wanna, and maybe I'm just gonna buy a subscription to UX Pilot. This one is really good. Just give it a little bit more. Oh, a little bit more space. Okay, I really want to start designing now. Oh, I love this music. It's so good. Let's see. The bolds. I want to see a little bit more of bolds. Oh, you can even do per section here. Okay, so this is an interesting question for the team of UiChemy. Do people actually convert anything else than a section or a full page? I don't think there will be any need to do anything else, right? Like if you have a page, right? They have this website. like, you're not just gonna do this, right? Or are you? Yeah, maybe you are. When you have like maybe like a card or a loop item. Do people also use UiChemy to do a whole loop item? Yeah, probably they do. Probably they do. So maybe, I don't know, maybe there can be three ideas where you have like main pages, separate sections, and then custom, like just select whatever you want. Okay, this is a bit weird. Continue with one selected item, but there's also a next button. I'm just gonna use the next button in here. Okay. Group and lock layers. Yeah. That makes sense in terms of communication. Let me just also lock that one down in here. It has the lock icons as well. That's really cool. Yeah, that's good. Wait, how is that in Figma? If we pick their design and we go to this page, we compare them. Lock. Fix. Yeah, this makes more sense. Just a lock icon, and when you click it, it just closes. That will make more sense. Because you just want to make sure that it's locked. Yeah, that makes sense. That's cool. That's a cool idea. Okay, I like that. Wait, let's quickly check the comments. I just want to see what you guys are saying. But what would be interesting to even make the working Figma plugin? What? Patel, did you guys to try to rework with your own software with AI? Third tree will be too big as some designs are way too long and complex. Third tree? Oh, okay. Okay, I understand. He doesn't want like the whole tree of options, so just select. That page will be simple then. That's fine. Are you guys seeing the value of like the AI tools also? I think it's really cool. Continue. Look at that. That's a visual. Do we need this? And what do the people need to do here? Is it like per page? Or when you have selected all of your 3 pages, it will automatically convert that? I like this visual. Something like this, that's nice. It's such a shame that it's so small in this app. Oh, I can zoom out. Okay, look at that. Not too bad. We're just gonna copy this. I want to get to some kind of designing in this stream. So in Figma, I'm just gonna go on for a little bit longer because I'm starting to enjoy it now. Okay, tag Elementor widgets. Let's see what it has come up with. Search for widgets. Hero heading. Okay. In this step, I have a good idea actually for UiChemy. So let me go back to Figma. Like I know they are working on an automatic AI tool that they can see widgets. I know they're working on it. I've seen it somewhere. Not SVGs with like, I've seen it somewhere. They had like an AI option, but maybe even in my design file. I am pretty sure I saw that somewhere. Yeah, auto tag using AI. But maybe you don't even need to use AI to analyze the whole website. Because, okay, this is a very horrible design. This is not my design. I just downloaded this from the Figma community template to test out a bad design. But like, here, for example, this one doesn't have any like global global styling, right? So this whole page is like there's no global styles, there's no global anything. But I normally work pretty organized, right? So I have my title set up. Some websites don't need a lot, right? They just need like 4 different titles, a body bold, body big, whatever, like very minimal. So why not use what you see right here to automatically tag? Like you can literally just here in the tagging somewhere, you can like load in a list of the yeah, wait, how do I explain this? Load in a list of the text styles and then say like, hey, hey, we are seeing you have something called H1 and or title 1. Are all of these headings? And then you can say yes. And then you don't have to go into every single thing to click on it, because honestly, it's a little bit, for me, that's the most annoying part of this plugin, like the tagging. It just takes so much time. You just have to go in here, the widget tagging, and then like, okay, this is a heading. Okay, sure. And what about this one? Oh, this one's also a heading. Okay, let's link it. Oh, which one is it? An H2 or H3? Okay, whatever, H2. It's like, sure, you wanna. It's nice that you can set up the H2 in here, but maybe, I mean, I can also do that later in WordPress. It's more for SEO. It's not needed for the conversion, right? In the same way as like creating a custom post type is not available to create with this plugin. This plugin is mainly for design conversion. It's not so much for perfect SEO. So this is just a little bit annoying to me, that it takes so much time to click on all of the headings, because the body text it can automatically detect, but the headings it cannot. And so you have to click on all of the things and then just select like, okay, but it's not the styling. So yeah, my idea is to fix that very easily, just in here. Only if the user has some text styles in here, you can just say like, hey, are all of these headings? Yes or no? I think that would be really great. And Sakar agrees. He says tagging is 100% time consuming and boring. We wanted to make it more interesting and quick. Yeah. WordPress AI team lead by James is amazing news we got yesterday. Glad to start seeing WordPress in that direction. Even our team would love to contribute wherever possible in the community. I don't know. I haven't heard that news yet. I haven't heard that news about the AI. I mean, I've heard about it, but I don't know what it is. Okay. Yes, H1 and other tags are not needed to there. Even you can ignore that to click and directly save. What? Yes, H1 and other tags are not needed to there. Even if you ignore that to click and directly save. I'm sorry, what do you mean, Sakar? Okay, let's go back to my AI stuff. Let's see. So the search for the widget, yeah, this design that UiChemy already has is kind of fine. Oh, look at that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I just don't think this window is very nice, because when you're tagging widgets, it's like, it's just really hard. Like I don't even get feedback like if it has succeeded. It would be nice if there would also be some indication here that would say like you have tagged, I don't know, like 30 headings and 1 form and 4 buttons. That would be nice, because now you only have the show tagging feature, but that, by the way, is like, it's really small and it's like white. So if your design is white, then you also have a problem, by the way. Yeah, let me show you. Is this one tagged already? Yeah, it's tagged. So if your design is white and you show it, it's like white on white. There's no shadow or anything on this bubble, which should be there. Maybe it should even be the actual UiChemy blue or the icon, so that you see that it's not part of the design, but it's actually a tagging feature of UiChemy. So they should make this bubble, I don't know, a little bit probably like blue, maybe with the icon, so that you see like, oh, it's tagged as heading. And why does it say Elementor in every single one of them? Are we like, I mean, that's a little bit overkill, huh? So it should just say like tagged as a button, tagged as a heading, or heading tag double point heading. That would be enough. And then in blue, that would be a lot more clear and bigger. Yeah, that's what I would do. Yeah, it's getting interesting now, huh? It's getting interesting now. Okay, let's play around a little bit more with our AI. Global settings. Ooh, okay, a slider over here. Do I like this? Let's see. Let's dump this into our Figma and see if we like this compared to what they have. Global. Yeah, over here. Yeah, the slide is not really, it's not really nice, but what UiChemy, for example, does, they have a lot of like double text in here. So here it says global container box with, and then it says again here, global content with. It's like, do we need that 2 times? Right? It's like almost the same text. So what is, it doesn't add a lot. So you could probably just do that in one go. Also, these icons way too small, they're also not middle aligned. And can you change the pixel value? I don't know, but I don't think we need a slider here. We can, but this one is important, the pixel. But that should also be a separate, yeah, I don't know. Let's test it. Oh, I don't like this. It's so small. Okay. So let's say we want to do the global styles. Let's see what it does. Oh, see? Another problem. It's like, it's transparent. It goes through the other button. That's not good. How does Elementor do that? Like, I don't think we need an up and a down. It's literally a drop down. Why is there an up and a down arrow? Here, we need to go to the layout to see. Oh, they have it. Yeah, I just have it as a drop down. Like it is. Wait, let's go to here. It's a drop down. You don't need 2 of them. You just need 1. And then you can make it also a little bit bigger. Yeah. And it should be separate as well. I think so. Okay, let's see if we can also adjust that. Oh, sorry. Oh my god, I just forgot to switch. I said we only need 1 here. Okay, we don't need to up 1. It's not up and down. That's not what this button actually does, because I just tested it. It just shows a drop down in order to show if you want pixel or percentage. That's what it does. And actually, if you have 2 options, then maybe you don't need a drop down at all if it's only 2 options. You know what I mean? Let's see. Yeah, there's only pixel and percentage, so you can also just make a little switch, right? So this part can be outside. Yeah, now I'm messing up the auto layout. Oh. Yeah. You know what I mean? It doesn't even have to have this. You can just you can just make this into a stroke. Yeah, this is so hard to do quickly, guys. This is very hard to do quickly, but you know what I mean? It can be like a selector field where it's just connected to each other, and you can just switch between pixels and percentages. Yeah. Yeah, whatever. You know what I mean. Okay. Let's check my bolt again. Let's see what we can do to the other pages. Lock, convert to auto layout. Oh, look at that. There's even animation. Wow, that was cool. That was cool. Conversion complete, continue. That should just say complete. It's too much text in a button. But that's nice to have some kind of feedback or indication. Tag elements, yeah, we already tried that. So let's just do one. All layers must be assigned to widgets. Yeah, this feature is not good. Can we click next now? Okay, what is this? Export configuration. Yeah, it doesn't understand that. No, that's fine. Minimum word count. Yeah, that should just be an input field. I think that page is kind of fine. I think that page was a lot better in this one. Or where was it? Oh, in Stitch. I like this one. It's very clean. Final settings. Where is it? Final settings. This one. Yeah, but this page is already pretty good. There's not a lot that we should change here. Maybe just the sizes. But this page is pretty good. Okay. Continue to download. Look at that. Export complete. Bro, I wanted to join. Tapped on notify me and slept lol. Ah, I'm sorry, Edward. It has been very challenging this stream to redesign this app. I am not completely happy. It takes a lot more time than I thought. But we got a lot of new ideas, but I don't think I have the time to actually design all of it. I mean, absolutely not. But maybe just a quick mock-up. You can do some things because I want to... It's already 10 o'clock here, so... But what about this screen, guys? What do we think about this screen? Let's compare it to what we have right now. Let's go to Figma. The final conversion screen. Because I was also a little bit confused. I think it's really good to show that animation that it had, like it's converting. Oh wait, UiChemy already has that. Yeah, also this button is not consistent. Like why is this one not in a button? Right? Why not? Why is this not in a button? I think that should also be in a button. Like why not have a stroke there? Right? I mean, it's okay if you wanna if you want people to click on the live import, but why is it not like this? It's also a button, right? It should look like a button. That's very important. Everything that is a button should look like a button. Okay, can we try maybe to like do some design, or are we done here? Start new conversion. Okay, it starts just at the beginning now. Have we walked through these steps actually? No, this one was struggling, remember? It crashed. So let me just quickly add that screenshot to Figma. Just doing that in the background. Okay, I'm back. Oh. Yeah, this feature I don't even understand in the tool. So I think it should just have one option. It should just ask like, hey, is your design already converted? If not, let us do it let us try it with our amazingly smart algorithm. Because I don't know exactly what the manual option means that they have. Okay, widget tagging. Oh yeah, we can use this for the text styling. Apply smart suggestions. Ah. Okay. This is pretty interesting. Like, this is what I meant, actually, with like the system thinking for you. So in Figma, where is it? Here, no. Wait, I'm confused now. Widget tagging. Yeah, here. Just somewhere around here. You should just have that option at the top. I'm just gonna make this screen a little bit... Yeah, we'll do that later. Okay, let's go back, That would be nice if you could do something like this. Okay. Let's select one. Okay, continue. And now it crashes again. We're gonna try to fix it. Can we do one more screen here or no? Do you guys know? Use as content. Huh. Okay, I think we have most of it now. I'm just a little bit... I really like this AI tool. I think I want to pay for it. Enter your prompt for a new screen. Yeah, I already did that, right? Let's see if we can do that now. Here, layer, organization screen, this one. Generate. Oh, it does generate it. Okay. No. Let's see what it comes up with for the log layer screen. And after this, I'm gonna start designing, guys. Are you guys still here? Are there new people in here? Also, did you happen to try Bricks Builder again after that light box? I did try Bricks Builder a few times with some smaller things, but yeah, Bricks is a whole monster on its own, and I should spend more time in it if I really want to go deep. But now I'm like busy with Elementor v4, trying to understand that, and launching my design course, building apps with vibe coding. So I am very, very occupied. So Bricks is not my main priority right now, unfortunately. Okay, we have a new screen. Grouped. Interesting, this one. Do you see that? It's like linked, grouped. Group and log layers. It even has like the text in there. Ooh, I also like this bottom. I haven't even realized that. Back and then next. You just move through the steps. I really like that as well. Very simple. Very, very simple. So let's go to the log layer screen right here. Okay. Can we start to do some stuff? Yeah, we can. Of course we know. Okay, let's try. I'm gonna do really rough, okay? This is not perfect design. It's just to get the ideas out, and then we should refine this later. Maybe even with AI, but like I'm just gonna do something really quick, okay? Okay, select screens. Let's see what we can do. We're just gonna grab one screen and just delete everything that's inside. Yeah. So first, actually in the plugin, there's this tab bar at the top, which is like convert and templates. So they have like templates, which you can actually use if, yeah, because these templates are already tagged, right? Which is kind of nice. So you can like click on import and then it imports that section on your website. And yeah, this one, like I said, is already optimized. So you can also kind of like design with UiChemy if you want to import. It is a little bit hard to find stuff here, and they don't have that much, but they do have some stuff. But I don't think this is the strength of the tool. But yeah, it's here. Oh, even Sprout UI. Oh, that's great. So there's probably a lot more templates here. Oh, okay. There's actually a lot more. I didn't know that. That's interesting. But these two things don't look like tabs at all. So that's something that should change. The menu is then over here on the left. What does this even do? Oh, okay. But what is the difference? Okay, this is like kind of like my account page, right? Or not? Figma to Gutenberg new. Is this wait? Is this like news? Template library, book a free demo, pricing, upgrade now. Is this like an info? Yeah. What does this do? Yeah, it's just like an link to a plugin, to another plugin. So more like an advertisement. Wait. So what's the difference then? Read docs, watch video tutorials, book a free demo. We also have here book a free demo. Oh, okay. I don't want to go there. I mainly want to focus on the pages, but that's also something that I would reconsider if I see this. Oh, and these buttons are way too small. Way too small. What is this? Clean uploads? Remove all your uploaded images from our storage. Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay, this page is a lot now to digest. Okay. Let's try something. What can we do? First, we should select the page, right? That's the first step. Select a page or frame. So we have some examples here. Here, select a page or frame. Something like this. So I like this header. Let's just start with that. Why does it make my whole box smaller? Oh, because the box is like hugging. Okay. Yeah, but we need a kind of like top bar. So I'm just going to use the blue that they already have. It's kind of like a branding thing at the top. Because I kind of like that. It feels like a proper heading. Figma to Elementor, convert your designs to an Elementor format. Yeah, but we also need the tabs. Yeah. What is their color? Oh. Does this one already have auto layout on? Oh, that's why it's like moving around already. Okay, so then we need some kind of mobile tabs. So what I mean with like good tab design is like mobile app top bar tabs. A good tab looks like this. If I can find yeah, something like this, but I just want to have like a mobile tab. Yeah, something like this. I think that makes a little bit more sense with like an underline, but I want to have it even better. Maybe with a background. Why can I not find a simple example of a tab? Is it so hard? At least I would work with colors and an underline. Let's just try to make something simple ourselves. So let's just do like convert and then templates. And for this one, I think we can use 14 then. And then we're going to use some kind of underline. And this one should not be as dark as the other one, but we're going to put it on this one, so we have to switch out the colors anyways. I think it's pretty cool if you just have that at the top, because we have multiple, oh shit. Sorry, I forgot to switch. I was already designing the tabs. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Titback 5. Hey Rick. How are you? We also have Gutenberg Bricks version of plugin. It's a link to those. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I see. I was trying to design some tabs here, really simple. It's like to show. It already says Figma to Elementor here. We don't need all of these steps here, right? We just need like and then the hamburger icon and the info box should just be in the corner over there. I think that's better. Hamburger. No, not a real hamburger, just a normal one. Just pick another one. I'm just doing it really ugly and quick here. I'm not happy with normally I would put in a lot more time and effort, but I'm just trying to like get an idea for how the starting page would feel like. Okay, so then we need like an explanation. Select a page or frame, so something like this. I think that's fine. And then we need some kind of visual to show that people can actually convert it. Right, so this is step 1. I think the visual that they have is quite nice. You just need to select it. So I'm just gonna copy this, what they already have. That's all you need, right? And then once they have selected something, it should show some kind of list. It should replace this one, and it should show a list. First, of course, we should also have a footer with 2 buttons, next and back. Yeah, but I want to have the back button with the outline. I think for this kind of application, you should not use buttons without. Yeah, so we just have something like this, and the background is just gonna be the gray one. And then the actual content. Oh, sorry. For the text, it will just be white. And then the elements that you can interact with are like the white boxes, which are gonna have a little bit of a stroke. Just a little bit. So now there's literally nothing. And then once you click on it, it can sit. Oh, this one is not part of the page. I think it's sometimes that happens in Figma. That it looks like it's part of the page, but it's not. Again with this one as well. Okay. Yeah, so we don't need this box as well. We can just put it right here. Okay, so now we can, now we can select it. Okay, so then once you have selected something, it should just show a simple list. And that can be what they already have. So hello. What they already have right here, but I do not like the way that the checkboxes are overlapping the designs. Like that is, that's not really nice. Let me show you the actual, here, nothing. What if I also want to delete everything? Clear. Okay. So you can select. See, it's like overlapping. I like that it's a grid because I think most designs are vertical that people want with the pages, but I think the checkboxes should just be here at the bottom. Okay, so let me try. We can just grab this, right? That's fine. Actually, let's turn it around. Yeah, I don't know. No. It should be like this, but the spacing should not be auto. It should just be left aligned. Just like this. And why also 1? Why not just a checkbox? This is just a page, right? Or am I crazy? Why do we need a 1 here? Why not a checkbox? Why not an empty checkbox for all of them? See what I mean? Check box. Yeah, just an empty one. And then a filled one. I think that's all we need here. So like this one can go into here. Yeah. It's a little bit hard. This is so like, it's so chaotic because I'm working in somebody else's file. Like normally I would completely start from scratch, but we don't have the time for that. I just need to like do it really quick and dirty. No, I just want like accent, create a style. Just want to do it really quick and dirty. No, they already have the colors. I don't know. I think something like this would be better. About. Yeah, whatever, gallery. Whatever the page name is. And then we don't need these bubbles over here. We can just beautifully display the pages. So let me just copy these. And then let's go to the second screen. I think this is literally all we need. Looks like this version is a bit smaller. Wait, how wide is this page? 360. Oh, they're both smaller. Okay. 360. Yeah, whatever. Oh, no. Or... Huh? What the F? Oh, it's already in a frame. No, no, no. We don't need that. These three need to be in auto layout. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I think this is all we need for the first step. Oh, I messed up my tabs over here. I'm not happy with how the header looks right now. I think also like maybe we don't even need to show it all the time. Like why is it here all the time? Because at some point you just want to walk through the steps, right? Should it not just be somewhere else? Like do we really need these templates? Because once you start converting, right? You can also convert a template. It's like two flows, right? Or you start with the templates, but at some point you're gonna click on a certain page and you want to convert that. So maybe we don't even need this. Maybe we don't even need that. Maybe we can just do a really clean header like this. Maybe we can even dump the logo in there. Right? Why not? Do we have the logo somewhere? I think that would be nice. I mean, why not? No, okay. Whatever, that's a small detail. UiChemy. Something like this. Maybe this is all we need. And then just have the template option. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard. It's hard. This one, I'm not really sure. Like maybe there's even... Select a page or frame. Or what if we would add it here? So you select your own frame. Or we help you. Maybe it could be an option in here. Like, yeah, I don't know. Oh, this is so hard. Need help with your sections? Try our templates. And then I can just show like a template button in here. I don't know, I'm just trying something right now. I'm not really sure if that's a good idea. Maybe that will save some space like at the top. Yeah. Why not? Okay. Maybe this isn't a bad idea at all. Need help creating sections? Try our template. Yeah. Why not? What are you guys thinking? Not too bad. And then once you go past this step, then you don't need the templates anymore. So that can make the whole header a lot... Uh-oh. That can make the whole header... Wait. Yeah, we're having the same problem. Like this. That can make the whole header like super clean. I mean, this one a little bit too big. Okay, let's also add the info icon in here. I really think they should like rethink their menus. Yeah, this is all we need for the first step. So let's just copy, let's just group this. Yeah, not too bad. We're getting somewhere. Oh, it's going way too slow. In my opinion. That's a good idea to find another place for template. Yeah, see, we're getting somewhere. Okay, now I want to tackle this big boy. Or do we even need this screen anymore? If we just have the top navigation where we walk through in the steps. Because it's a little bit tedious to just go back constantly to this page. Why do we not create an experience where you just walk through it? Like all the AI solutions, they say that that's what happens. Yeah, it's only a little bit annoying for people who have already set up everything. But like, how many steps is it? You don't have to click that much, right? Or maybe there should be a skip button for people that want to go fast. Maybe here. I don't know. I just want to make some... Let's see what we can do with this screen. I'm just gonna attack this one. Okay. Lock layers. So of course these steps are different. So let's try to make a screenshot in the bolts. Or where was it? Oh, it was here. Yeah. I think it's nice to have this header, you know, just like a simple explanation of what's going on here. Oh, here, it already has it. The AI already has it. So let's just use that. Group and lock layers. Yeah, it's very nice to have a little bit of an explanation for it. Group and lock layers. Organize your frames and groups for proper conversion to Elementor. Combine related layers and lock those you want to keep fixed. Yeah. And I really want to change like the way this works. The names are not really relevant here. I mean, they're not super relevant. We just need an easy way What is that checkbox as well? Oh, sorry. Oh my god, I forget to change again. Oh my god, sorry. I just put them next to each other. So I just took a screenshot, and the explanation here is very nice to have here at the top. And now I just want to attack this, make it simpler. I want to use these logs over here. So let's just put this one on the right. I want to have something like this. So let me just start by some layers. And you see here the backgrounds. Okay, so here we have a white box, but like now the explanation is at the top. So now we can just use the white boxes as the boxes you are interacting with. Yeah, these small details, like they do matter. So just let's just make a white box. I'll just give it a stroke with like some rounded corners. And then what do we really need? Because why are these checkboxes there? Yeah, to select them all. Okay. Yeah, that's not too bad. But wait. First of all, what is this icon? Fix, ignore. Okay, yeah, that's nice to have. I have to be honest, that's nice. That is nice to have that checkbox. So I want to have that checkbox definitely in here. So let's make that checkbox. I'm just gonna make a quick checkbox. That should have a more bright color. Should not be too big. Yeah, I'm doing it really quick right now, guys. Just for us, so we can get an idea. Okay, so layer name. Here we can play around now with the sizes. So let's put this one on 14. Do we need that frame icon? I don't really think so. Can just be the name. All right. And then what do we need here on the right? We need that lock that you can just click on like this. When it's hovered, wait, we just need it like this. Uh-oh. You can lock it like that, and it can be locked already, and it's in the next one. Okay. What else? Oh yeah, the locate icon. Like find. Maybe that's a short word we can use. Find. And it should have some kind of eye or like here locate. Yeah, the target icon is fine, but then at least there's a text that indicates. Want to give it a little bit of a stroke. I think we can do this. I think we can get away with this. No, not an outline. There's two outlines already. So let's just make this a soft color. Instead of a stroke, we can just do the soft version of the main color, if they have that. Do they even have that? Because if not, that would be really beneficial. to have. Okay, this one we can use 12. It can be smaller. It can be a small button, but it should still be a lot bigger than what it is right now. You see that? This is 10. This is 12, but it's a lot easier now. Oh wait, actually it's this little icon. It's, what is it? It's 7 pixels high. And now it's like 24 pixels high. And of course our layers are a little bit bigger. Like maybe we can make it a little bit smaller. But not a lot. It should be easy to click on. Yeah. This is not too bad. It's not too bad. It's not perfect, but it's definitely a little bit easier to work with for the user. Am I happy with this? I think I am. Do we need more? We have the checkbox, the number. Yeah, I don't know really if we really need a number. Do we really need a number? I don't know if we need a number. Hey, sup Reno? Got busy. Love the UX exploration. Thanks, Lex. That's nice to hear. Yeah, I'm just like playing around with this, trying to make it work by doing it fast and quick and dirty, but it's really hard. And it would be nice if these are not part of the forgot to make these part of the group. Come on, go inside. Yes, thank you. X. You should also have some kind of like hover effect, would be nice. So I think we can just use the brand color for that. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Oh, and of course a select all here at the top. These boxes are a little bit too big for my taste. Let's make them 16. Okay. And then just here a select all option. Can be just be outside. Oh. Very, uh-oh. Oh shit. Where is this thing? So I am struggling a little bit. Okay, we have it now. And then once you select them all, there should be an option somewhere that you can lock it, right? Because I think that's what it is. Okay, we have a fix all, ignore all. Why ignore all? Is it not just, why would you ignore? Why would you have that option? You can just leave it. You can just not click it, right? Fix all. Yeah, okay, select all. And then what happens? It should say like, lock all. Excuse me for the ugliness of this, but that this one should only like appear when this one should only appear. Wait, can I do this? If that select all is oh no, maybe not. Maybe it can just be here. But why would we then select all if we can also just click lock all? See what I mean? Do we even need select? Okay, let's see. Let's see what Shakar says. Ignore all was there because previously we have 14 steps. So by ignoring, they can jump to the next one. Now, as we just have one option in optimization phase, we can remove ignore all. Yeah, okay, good. Lex says your workflow is very different from mine. I first look at the overall flow, make changes according to that, then do a rough structure. Yeah, I mean, me too, Lex. I always work like that. Like, of course, you always first do the flow, but I literally wanted to achieve something in 2 hours. Which is not possible. It's almost already 3 hours. The time goes so fast. And I really want to spend more time on this. But yeah, this is like a big project. I underestimated it. But we're making some good progress already. Like, we made this a lot easier. So I am already happy. We made some improvements. This screen, I really need like more explanation from them. The widget tag page, I also want to tackle a little bit. That will be nice. Okay, let's also try this page, because this page is a monster. Let me first try to delete some of these boxes. We don't need that for the preview. I would put them, by the way, also in one box. Like, why is it not one box? I think it should be one box. It's not a separate functionality. But whatever, we're just gonna focus on one box. Otherwise it's just too much. Okay, we're now in another step. Let's see if we can get the screenshot. Where was it again? Oh, no, it was in this one. Okay, we cannot get a screenshot. That's fine. We'll just fake it. And then also for this layer, we're just gonna call it tag widgets. This one should be 18, and then because it's a title, and then the text here should say something like, wait, let's see what the other plugins are saying. Lock, okay. Auto layout, sure. Map your Figma layers to Elementor widgets for accurate conversion. Yeah, that's a good text. See? AI knows it. And then this one should be 16. It should be more gray. And actually, Lex, you're making an interesting point. Like, actually with AI, I'm starting to sometimes be a little bit more like quick with the way I design, because I'm trying to implement AI more and more into the design process. So I don't always start from scratch. Like sometimes it's faster to just do something quick and dirty because the tools are so good. I mean, with this plugin, it's just really hard because it's like it's very difficult for the AI to understand. Even though it did an okay job, it's just very hard to understand. So, in 2 hours, that's fast. Yeah, exactly. It's like you cannot do what you're proposing in 2 hours. So that's why I'm doing it quick and dirty. I want to just put some ideas out, you know? So, okay, here I want to have like 2-3 things. I think, wait, I had this idea, right? Where if we just, wait, why start over? Just grab this layer right now. Okay. So first I want to have an option that allows me to copy and paste or select layers that I already have. So here, this idea. This one. So it should say something like, oh, huh? Is this part of the group? Okay. We noticed you have used, how is it called? The exact name. Text styles. Yeah. Wait, let's also copy this. We have used text styles. Do you want to tag those in bulk? That would be really nice if that would be possible, right? So then it should have some kind of list here, something like this, but then inverted. Can I invert it with the colors? No, I can't. Can I? No, I can't. Image tools, AI beta, boost resolution. No, I can't. It should say, yeah, it should just say like convert to headings, because headings is the thing that you use the most, and buttons, I think. So if you've used components as well, you can auto transform them to buttons. That would also be really nice. If you have a component that's called button, you know what I mean? It's like here in the crypto website. Let's see if I have used that. No. So for example, in this website, this is a component. Main component, go to main components. Yeah, so if you have used components, which is called buttons, maybe you can load that in some way. I don't know, that would be really cool. If you can already link your buttons and headings, that would save so much time. Guess I need to rewatch this. Gotta have myself some AI. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I just want to do a quick and dirty here. What is this background doing? Oh. Wait. Huh? What is this background? It's part of this group? I don't need this group. Okay. Now we can use title, a smaller title. Okay, so this is where we can start to see the hierarchy. Now we can use 12. So this is for UiChemy. Like this is a system. You need some kind of system to decide which text is which size. And now it's like it's clear we have titles. It's the biggest one, 18 for the heading. This one is 16 then, because it was a little bit too big here. But like we have main titles, then you have you have like kind of like body text. And then you have smaller items for like the details. And then we can also play around a little bit with the bold, right? This font. So we can say like, okay, title 1 is, I think you should use the same then, so that people recognize it. Maybe just even like literally the same. AG. Okay. And then like select something like that. No widget. Yeah, let's just steal this one. as an idea. Yeah, why not? Yeah, but it can auto detect that, right? No widget. No, it should say like select, or what should it say? We need some kind of button design, like something like this. No. Oh, shit. Convert, no. Tag as heading. I think the system is smart enough to do this, right? Don't you guys agree? Maybe you can like, I don't know if you're still here, Sagar, but tag, yeah. Maybe you can confirm what I'm thinking. Tag as heading. Yeah, that would be great. That would be great. Something like this. Yeah, that would be so nice. And then if it would like, if a success message, it would also has to give some kind of information. It should have some kind of confirmation. Now you also see like I'm already like very, the space is already limited here because I'm using bigger fonts. So that's why I think the plugin, like I said, it should like, it should be a little bit wider. It's the whole plugin, which would probably need a little bit more like this. It's totally fine for a plugin like this, but then we have a lot more space. I'm not going to do that now because then I have to do a lot of changes. But like this would be really nice if we would have a feature like this. Oh, hey, Sagar says that's possible with tag with one click. Yeah, and this is also a great experience because you can choose to only show this whole box, because under here we're just gonna have the normal tag, the widgets, right? But you can show to only show this box if people have used the tag styles. If they haven't used that, then you shouldn't. You don't have to show that. You can just hide it. Wait, what is my background color? Oh, it's this one. Okay. Yeah. How great would this be? Yeah, that would be great. And then also for the button, so this screen is gonna be a little bit bigger. Wait, let me put this one at the bottom. By the way, my colors also need to change because this is a heading. So this one should also be black then. To have a little bit of better hierarchy. See? So now we noticed you have a component. You have a component. I don't know if this is possible. Called button. Does Figma know if it's a button? Do you want to tag those? Maybe you can even tag it as something else, like a blog post item. Wait, do they have like... Oh, wait, he's still on the screen. We can find similar styles to bulk tag too. Yeah. Figma to website. Yeah, Ali, what are you saying? In the meantime, we are building AI to detect widget tagging. That can do even more in a single click. Yeah, of course. And have fun. Have fun and take some rest, Reno. Yeah, I should take some rest soon. It's already like more than 3 hours, but it's so much fun. I love doing this stuff. I love doing this stuff. I could go on for another hour. It's actually kind of therapeutic almost. But I just mean like it will be great, like even without AI, because AI can sometimes make mistakes. So it should just say like, but wait, what is the icon for a component in Figma? Let's see if we can find that. Component, I think they have a special icon. Yeah, this one. So we always find a solution. And I think it's purple by default. It's like dark purplish. I don't know the exact color. It doesn't really matter. Oh. Oh. I was trying to put these two. Uh-oh. Wait. No. No. This one, yes, we don't need this one. We don't need this one. So maybe, wait, that would be great if we can do that. Can we do that? If you would have like, I don't know, block loop item, and then you can like tag that as a loop item, because they do have like widgets for that. I think so. Form, right? Wait, let me just check. I can just go to the plugin. Widgets. Oh, optimize. Yeah, this one, widget tags, block, posting, listing. I think it's just one. I don't know. Just for the buttons would be great. I'm just gonna delete that. Tag as button. Yeah, that's all. And then the list of widgets. So then we can have like a... And then we can have these kinds of options. And this button I really want to change. So let's see what we can do here. This whole list of widgets, by the way, it's pretty small. So I think it would be better if the default would be 3. Oh, it really depends on how big your screen is, I guess. Okay. Let's make a screenshot. Yeah, this screen will be quite long. I think it's fine to have the gray boxes over here. I just want to make sure all of these features are in here. Wait, where is it? It's in here, okay. Yeah, what is this? I don't like this. This should be more clear, and this one as well. And then also search. The search can be gray again. That actually looks great. So this one should say, it should have a title here. This one, I just want to add a text in here. What is it called? Show. What is it called? Show tags. Okay. Show tags. This one really needs to have a text. Maybe we only need an eye. Yeah, the icon is... I don't know about the icon. No, I don't need. We need the eye. If the text is this, we don't need the eye. Oh, wrong plugin. Wait. Tags. Wait, no. Show all the text. What would be like a good show icon? Show. Yeah, maybe the eye. Maybe just the eye. We're already in the tag, like, feature. We don't need all of that. Uh-oh. I'm messing it up. Is this one the eye? Yeah, that's the eye. Okay, let's delete it like this. Yeah. Why also is this one a different color and a different size? I don't like that. I want the same. What, 10% and 6%? Okay, why also not 6% then? And this is, I guess, a filter. So we can just make a whole row. Oh, uh-oh. Let me just quickly lock this. Let's see. Button or loop item or similar things hard to detect by us. Yeah, okay, so with just one click. However, we will discuss with developers, do more research on a possibility. Yeah, it's like the buttons are maybe possible. Especially if it has the name button. I mean, you want to get into the workflow, right? Like you want to work quick, and it's okay if you don't know everything about the tool. But like if you just know one time that you just have to give your component a name button and then it will appear in the app, then you can do that. You can even do it while you're doing it. Like it's just not a nice experience to go to every single button, find it, and then click on tag. It's just like, I think buttons and headings are the main thing, so I think it would drastically improve if this was here. But okay, let's continue. We're just gonna put the search here. Oh, it's on skill. That's why. Wait, it should just be, wait. It should be center. And then I should make it smaller. No, why did it not work? Oh, this one should be on center. Not this one. Yeah, now it works. I think filter icon is fine, right? I think people understand that. But the show tags feature, that was not really like something I quickly understood. Show, is it more like tagged, right? Hug the content. Yeah, this is fine. And And then just add a title here and just call it Elementor widgets. They can add the icon in there, that's fine. Just Elementor's color. What is Elementor's color? Something like this. Oh no, it's not. Wait, no, Elementor's pink, right? Or is the logo red? I don't know. Wait, why do I not just copy it? Oh my god. Come on, Reno. Oh, it's not even round. Lol. 50. Who? Interesting. I don't know what's going on, but that's fine. We don't always know what's going on. Okay, now they're here. Okay, I see a problem. No, I don't see a problem. Wait. Oh. Sometimes it's really annoying. Sometimes in Figma, like the things are the widgets or the groups or the frames are they look like they're on your artboard, but they're not. So when you try to, like, for example, use auto layout, it just like messes it up because it thinks it's outside and it adds an extra box, etc. So that's not really great. Also, like the icons, we should also think about that. Like, what kind of color? Is it gonna be this one or this one? You see there's like the size difference here, a color difference. It's just too much. Too many styles. We need to decide. Is this just gonna be black? Uh-oh. I mean, like, black. Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay. I'm seeing a problem because... Wait, where's the music? Are we still here? Yeah. Okay. I'm seeing a problem because the search widget should not only search in the Elementor widgets, but also in the, like, Elementor Pro widgets, for example. And so then this outside makes more sense. But how it is right now, there's just a lot of things here as well. There's extra options, which I personally don't like, because we already had this step. We already had this question: is your design optimized? And since we're designing a wizard where they walk through, we don't have this option. We don't need that option anymore. Import your optimized design. I have no idea what that means. Is the girl still here? I don't know what that means, if that's important. Import your optimized design. But why would you do that in here? Do you not just do that in Figma? I'm a little bit confused, but my point is the search and the filter and these options. No, the filter, this one, and the search should all work for the widgets. The tag, the show, everything that should work for outside. Because if you, again, if you have a website like this, and you want to show the tags, see, it works outside of the plugin UI. And so it should, I don't know, it should have its own space maybe. Maybe it should not even be here. We should just be completely somewhere else. Yeah. Can we do this? Oh. Wait, this one should also have a title. Because it's like, what is this? These are all the widgets from all the different, like, plugins that you have installed. But do we even need to show the names? Yeah. No, we should. We should. That number, I don't know if that's relevant, but like, and wait. Are these widgets from the plugins you have installed or not? If the answer is no, I think then that's a problem. But we are converting it to Elementor, right? So why do we even have to say Elementor widgets? Do we even need to say this, right? Huh. So many questions. What is this? Download Elementor free sample widget cases. I don't know what that means. That's a good question. Like, why are the plus widget there? Because if I don't have that plugin installed, is it gonna work? Okay, let's see. Sakar is still here. We convert their non-auto layout design to auto layout design with that option before they start widget tagging. Yeah, I know, but that's like, we already did that, right? We show that only when they have non-auto layout design. If they have auto layout design, we don't show that optimize option. I see, but we tackle that already in a step before. Like we should tackle that, you know, in this step basically. Auto layout, because the widget tag is after that. See what I mean? But do you understand the question about the plus widgets? Oh, okay. Apologies. In Figma, we cannot check which plugin is active, so we are showing all. Yeah, okay, but you're just showing the plus widget because you make that plugin, right? But it's a little bit confusing because they also have a heading title. Maybe it would be nice if you could turn that off. Not so sure about this section though. Let's move on. Oh wait, I still have this problem. What about this? Let's try. Group. Group. Show tagged. Wait, what if we do it like this? Currently 8 tagged. Show tagged. Do I like this? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I think this is fine. Maybe it can use its own box. Oh, maybe we don't need that. Hey, no, we don't need that box. Yeah, great. Yeah. This is good. Yeah. This is all we need. Look at that. Do we have all the features? Yeah, we do. Video tutorial. Okay, maybe not. It's like, I also think like this widget, this bubble, it's not really needed. Because, yeah, there's a lot of, just a video icon would be enough. You don't also have to show this. I think if people want to figure this step out, they don't have to know the length. And also, why does it take 13 minutes to explain? It's actually a little bit demotivating. It's one step and takes 13 minutes to explain. Why not just a tutorial, you know? Like, maybe that's, what can we do? Of course, we can dump a video icon in there. Oh, wait. I didn't copy the right thing. Oh, it's actually 2 icons. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Or in here, maybe? That should be fine. It's like connected to the step, right? If you want to watch the video, you just click there. That's fine. Or it should be here at the end, but I cannot change this because it's a screenshot. Yeah, something like this, that's fine. That's fine, I like that. Value of widgets tagged on that page will be helpful. And that sync with the design component as well. Value of widgets tagged on that page will be helpful. Yeah. Yeah, you mean this feature that I... Did I come up with this? Is it not there yet? Wait. Yeah. Yeah, it's not there yet. So I came up with that. Currently, it just shows progress, right? It's just like I did lots of things. If you click here, it's like the number goes up. Yeah, I hope that you guys are also seeing the hierarchy I was talking about, like the oh, I'm messing up my columns here because I logged something probably. Yeah, this one. But I hope you guys are also starting to see the value of hierarchy now, like compared to this, right? The sizes, here it's very clear, like where are we? We're here in the title. This is the description. It's like we have these boxes, we need to do something with it. Sometimes there's something outside of it as well. But this is like a container, something is happening. It's very clear for the user what has to happen instead of what it was, which is actually wait, yeah, this is the widget page right now, but I was also trying to compare this one. It's very easy to scan. It doesn't take a lot of brain power for you to scan a design like this. compared to this one. There's just a lot going on. So yeah, I would also I think this video here is pretty nice actually. It's not too much in your face. Oh. Move up. But it's still there if you want to click on it. It makes sense. You can even make it another color. Like if you want like a little bit to spice it up a little bit. Ooh, that color is actually nice. But it's like the alert color. They use this for the alert. What are your secondary? Oh, yellow. Ooh, that's too light. It's too light. Or maybe we should like... No, I don't like this yellow. Yeah, okay, that's your brand color. Okay, I cannot judge that. I think the blue just is better. To be honest, I think it's fine. We don't need to use the red. Uh-oh. Brand. Right? Yeah. Okay. Let's continue. What else can we do? Like we're here. Yeah, this one I also wanna redesign. I think it's quite easy to make this one better. Yeah, I think this one is quite easy to make better. The tagging. Oh, and also that alert at the top. I don't like that. It's white on white. The shadow is not good enough. So I'm also gonna redesign that. Let's just pick one of these. And then maybe I wanna do... Global styles, I also want to redesign that. Oh my god, the time is going so fast. I think I need to sleep soon, guys. I just need to find another moment to work on this. Okay, let's do this one quickly. Let's make a duplicate. Tag successfully as a button. Yeah, we can use this kind of layout in here. With a different icon. I don't know exactly about these icons, but I think that's fine how they did that here. Oh. Wait, that's also a screenshot in their design? It's pixels. Wait. Oh, here it is. Okay. Yeah. Huh? Ah. You saw that? Sometimes it's jumping because of auto layout. Okay. So now we're gonna do this new... No, wait. You have already tagged container as a button. Yeah. So it should be like tag, what's the page? Tag details. You have tagged container as a button. as a button. Yeah, that's it, right? Just need to give it a color, maybe an icon. That's fine. Just do it like this. And then we just add these fields. Just like that. Yeah, this one is pretty okay. Not much going on. I'm just gonna keep it like that. But if it's a drop down, then they should use a drop down. Let's see again how that works in real life. So let's see if it's a drop down. Wait, where am I? I just need to select, for example, this one. Is it a drop down? Yeah, so we just need a drop down icon. That's what they should replace in the whole app. Like a drop down should just be a drop down. So, oh, here's the icon, the separate one. Maybe we don't even need the lines. It'll be even cleaner. And just a drop down icon. Drop down. How do you call that? Yeah, there's something like this. Down, just down. Yeah. Just a normal one like this. That's all. Oh, that's all you need. No, it should have those lines. At least one. At least one. Do you guys see what I mean? Because this selects. It's yeah. Maybe even two. I think it's fine. Huh? Oh. Okay. Yeah, it's just a little bit cleaner. That's what I mean. I just want to like, you know, have it like that. And then of course here at the bottom, this bar would then just say like save with the button that I have not saved yet. But it would be the exact same style as the other buttons we have. Right? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh my god, what am I doing? Save. Fill. Main. White. 8. Save. Import. White. It should be the exact same. And then when you go click, you just go back And then of course you could also have a clear. Yeah, something like that. And then the success message, that one I really want to change. It's just white on white. I do not like it. So this one should really have a different styling. I think we can use, maybe we can use this. But then just a little bit bigger. And then of course this one should be replaced with a check mark. Yeah. Uh-oh. I think that's all you need to do, and if it's like on top of it, then of course it can have some kind of shadow. But this is often, it becomes cheap really quickly. I would really watch out with this kind of stuff. Yeah, no. It's better to maybe use like an outline, because we have already used an outline. So why not use an outline? Right? Tag successfully. Wherever that shows up. Yeah, why? Like, it shows up randomly. Where do I put that? Hello, Dave. We are streaming for way too long. Yeah, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. This is getting out of hand. Okay, let's put it all together now, so we can at least see what we have done. Just gonna make some duplicates of the screens that I did redesign. Even though I'm still missing some screens. Oh. And of course our big screen. Yeah. I mean, this is, whatever you want to say about it, it's not perfect at all. But this design, let's just grab our requirements list. It has a much better hierarchy. First of all, you're walking through the steps with the kind of like the wizard. You're feeling like you're making progress with the current app. You're constantly going back to check things. Here you're making progress. It starts out in a better way, because you can immediately start with action instead of thinking about what you want, with which option you want to use, which creates a mental block. The sizes, yeah, the hierarchy is just a lot better. The backgrounds, and it's not even perfect how I did it, but like I think it already looks a lot like more in balance if you just take a look at it like this and then compare it to all of the little small details. There's so much going on in the current design. There's so much so many things going on. Is my design perfect? No, it's not. I don't know if it's all possible what I'm doing here, but I think the overall direction is clear. Yeah. The flow, the step-by-step flow, I think is a lot better than the constantly going back. I genuinely believe that, yeah, that's easy. That's this step-by-step wizard is a lot less overwhelming than getting this presented. You're gonna have to walk through the steps anyways, even if you have already done some things, right? But like, even this responsive management, maybe we don't even need it, right? This is just a final page, a final checkings page. This is of course important. I don't have time right now to do that. And then this one should be 2 steps, which is like the locking, which I did. Oh, it's actually the other way around. So this one should be here. And then of course also the step, which I didn't design, but something like this. That should be here in the middle, so that it's very clear that in every step you're doing something and you're not combining 2 things, because this is a typical this design is a typical developer-minded approach, where it's like, oh, this is the step called optimizing, but like it's optimizing for the plugin. It's not optimizing for the user. It's just a step for the user, you know? Like it's interesting what you can achieve if you just, you know, sit down and really think about what the user is going through. But there's also some things that I'm not sure about, like, you know, they keep the pages here at the top, the selected pages. I'm not sure if that's really needed. I think if you're here, you make a conscious decision of what you want to do, and you can always go back with the steps, right? If you're not happy, I think that's possible. So yeah, I would love to continue, but it's just a lot of work. But I think the starting point here is already great. Oh, I would love to do this one as well. I really think this one can also be simplified a lot easier to use. So I think I'm just gonna talk to Sagar if we can do a little bit more. But yeah, I should honestly focus on other things. I really hope that Sagar and his team will continue in this direction, even though I just made a rough version. But I think the rough version is, yeah, already a lot more in balance. So are you making UI for apps? Yes, I'm making a UI for an app that I really love. But yeah, the UI was just too inconsistent, chaotic, too small. It was just designed from a developer point of view, so I wanted to give it a shot, come up with some ideas to make it better, because this plugin has a lot of potential to improve the workflow of me and many of my viewers. So this live stream is not really the content that most people are looking for, but I thought it was really interesting, and I hope that you guys learned some things about UI design and about thinking as a designer, because it was really hard, to be honest, and I like it personally to just have like to just watch another person design. Like, this is what these live streams are. These live streams are not like great content. I mean, the 2 ago with the interview, that was like proper content. But like, this is just a chill live stream and just doing some improvements. And yeah, so OJ just joined in. How is it turning out? Yeah, I think what you see on the screen right now, that's what I did. and I think it's this. It's the direction I wanted to. I think it's a good direction for this, but there's a lot more that needs to happen before it's really an easy flow. So yeah. Sagar, you're still here. I hope you're happy. Yes, this direction will be quite helpful. Our UI UX team will plan many things further after this live. Yeah, that was the goal, Sagar. It was not just for just for you guys. Like, of course, it was for UiChemy, but I also hope that people will like seeing a different type of design in these kinds of videos. It's like product design, and for me it was just really fun, even though I am tired right now, so I'm gonna sleep. Okay guys, I'm gonna end it. This was a wild experience. It was not that wild. It was just like, yeah, interesting. I find these things very interesting, so thank you everybody for watching. I hope that you enjoyed seeing me do making all of these small changes and seeing it slowly come to life, even though I wanted to be a lot. I wanted this thing to go a lot faster, and I hoped I would have achieved more. But at the end, like, I'm always critical of myself. I mean, let's be honest, guys. Like, I designed like 50% of the app in a few hours. I mean, let's zoom out, okay? That's still pretty cool. Sometimes I'm too hard for myself. It's annoying. Like, redesigning an app is just not a small job. So yeah, I should be happy. Come on, Reno. Be nice for yourself. Okay. I'm gonna sleep, and I will see you guys in the next live stream or next YouTube video. See you later.